topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Welcome to the Eat and Critique Show with restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia. Brought to you by one of Steve-O and Sophia's favorite Incontro Italian cuisine and steakhouse located on the Walk in Coral Springs. Now, sit back while award-winning restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly in South Florida dining.
Welcome to another Eat and Critique show with Steve-O and Sophia in a beautiful, windy, stormy
You think it's beautiful outside?
I hear we have 2 tropical storms out there.
I know. Can you believe that? It's one in the Gulf, which is, that's by our great producer, Rebel.
Rebel.
Yeah, she's on the Gulf. And then there's also one out there in the Atlantic. So looks like
stormy weather coming ahead. And
the season's over for the Heat.
Oh, that's a bummer.
And
the Panthers.
And I'm already having withdrawals.
I've already had it the last minute of the game. But tonight we're doing something a little different than we usually do.
That's right, we are.
We're going to do food trucks, the food truck invasion.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about how to put gas in a food truck.
Okay.
Which is a lot different than just putting it in your car. Sophia,
so did you know, I always wondered how food trucks started. So I looked it up. I did. I didn't know that they had them way back in the chuck wagon days.
They did?
That's how it
like
started.
Like the rifleman?
Like the coffee, they sold coffee beans, cured meat, and they had water for the cowboys and loggers. But since then, like when the recession of the 2000s, the chefs were losing their jobs.
Was Biden president then too?
Most likely.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be a political show.
We're not.
Anyway, they started their own food trucks then to start to make money because they were losing their jobs in the restaurants.
Do they have tires in those days?
In the 2000s? What are you talking about?
Food trucks started in the 2000s?
That's when the big food truck invasion started. During the recession in 2000, and the chefs were actually losing their jobs, and they opened up these food trucks.
I have a little story about food trucks.
I'd like to hear it.
Well, since you'd like to hear it, I'm going to tell it to you. So I went to it was like a parking lot, and it had about 8 food trucks there. And one of them was tacos. I love tacos. There was a guy, you could tell that it was his food truck. You could just tell. He wasn't inside cooking. He had a guy in there cooking. And I'm going to tell you something. It's a law. You have to wear a chef's hat. It keeps the sweat from coming down.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. You better have a net or you better have a hat.
Well, none of the food trucks I've been to in Florida, I have not seen that.
They have the same rules.
But I didn't.
Restaurants.
I've never
seen that. So he's there cooking, wiping his forehead with his shirt. Story. And I was so mad. And I said, "Is this your truck?" He went, "Yeah, it is." I said, "I got to tell you something. We have a restaurant show. We're food critics." And I said, there's a publication called Serve Safe. I mean, anybody who's in the restaurant business knows that. And I said, look, he doesn't have a hat on. He doesn't have a net on. And he's wiping his perspiration with his sleeve. Guy was really embarrassed. Went over there because it's really hot in there. There's not an air conditioner in there.
I have never seen a food truck here that they were wearing chef's hats or nets.
Well, they might even have a baseball hat on.
I've never
It's to catch the sweat.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. But, you know, I will say something amazing about food trucks.
They're good.
They really are.
They're good.
They really are. I mean, just because someone doesn't have the money to open up a restaurant and they can make a little kitchen out of the back end of a truck, all power to them. So, and we're going to start hitting some food trucks.
I think we've hit a couple. I was amazed, though, to find out that California had the most, then Texas, then Florida. I'm not surprised about Florida, but
I'm not surprised about California
Texas, either. I was a little surprised about California. I don't know why, but Florida.
You know, if you watch Shark Tank, there's a lot of people who have food trucks. In fact, one of them does lobster, and they bought it. They got, I think all 5 of them went into it.
The Lobster Mania one.
Yeah.
They usually have those in Wellington when they do the food truck. They have like
they're doing really well.
I know.
Really well. But they come up with, I guess the best way to describe it, I'm from Texas, at the fair, which is huge in Dallas, huge fair. They're noted for their unique, eclectic little restaurants. They're almost like little food trucks. And I mean, they have cotton candy pickles. You know, what do you know?
Cotton candy pickles?
Sophia, I'm telling you.
Cotton candy pickles? Pickles flavored like cotton candy.
Watermelon on a stick.
Oh, I've seen watermelon on it.
No, but they have some really unusual places there, and they're all one's better than the other.
That's really cool, actually.
I know, it is.
Cotton candy pickles. I love pickles, but I can't imagine that. So we did try one food truck that's really close to us. It's in Lake Worth, Military and Lake Worth Road, across from Home Depot. But I have to be honest, it started maybe 15, 20 years ago, and I'd pass it, and it was this little teeny truck.
It's called Tacos Au Cabón.
Tacos Au Cabón. And I was always afraid to try it because I wasn't sure about the sanity or the sanitary. I just was afraid.
Safe serve.
So we went, and it was amazing.
We had the empanadas.
Those were the best empanadas I've ever had.
We had the guacamole, which was very good.
That was excellent.
We had the tacos au cabón.
That was excellent.
And we've had just the regular tacos, but the food there is so good. And it doesn't matter what time you go there.
It's packed.
It's always packed. And they've opened up little satellites all up and down Lake Worth Drive.
They have them all over Palm Beach. They had one on Dixie. I don't know why they closed. It was always crowded. But I have to say, they were very, very good. And they make their own, remember, they make their own chips.
Yes.
Those were pretty good, too.
You know, if you go down Lake Worth, there are so many food trucks. They're not all taco au cabón.
No.
One of them, all they do is churros, you know, the dessert.
Oh, that's right.
Where they fry the.
We like churros.
Oh, with the cinnamon and whoa, it is delicious. Hey, we hope everybody had a happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
We're supposed to have Pedro on tonight from Incontro, and we'll see how his Father's Day went at the restaurant. Let me reiterate.
We have Jared too from Paragon.
Oh, yeah, we have a new segment. So we are partners with the Paragon Theaters now. They are a big part of our show. If you don't know who Paragon Theaters are, they have a location in Delray. They have one in Davie. They have one in Coral Springs. And they have one, where's the other one? You don't remember?
Delray Beach.
I said Delray.
Oh, Naples.
Naples, that's right.
Naples.
And they got a new concept there. Not all of them do, but like the one in Delray, they have a bowling alley there.
They have an arcade there.
They have like sophisticated arcade. But they have a restaurant.
And they have ice hockey. I mean, air hockey.
Air hockey. But the restaurant was, oh my God, it is so good there.
The food's
We've
really
had
good.
just about everything on the menu, nothing bad at all.
Nope. It was really good.
Even their pizza.
Their pizza, the crust is amazing.
Oh my God, it was so good. And they make everything in-house. So I'm really excited about it. And so what's leading up to this, we are going to be giving away tickets.
Movie tickets.
Movie tickets.
Dinner and movies. Dinner and
well,
movies.
they got to pay for their own dinner.
No, we have dinner tickets to give away to different restaurants.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant
no.
Paragon.
No. You know, back to the food trucks.
Yes.
There was another food truck I wanted to mention that's seafood. And it's in a very unusual place. It's on Georgia Avenue in Lake Worth again. And my sister took me there. They have a thing called Bang Bang Shrimp Taco.
Bang Bang Shrimp Taco. Is it spicy?
It was just a bit spicy, not bad. Just
would I like it?
You would love it. You would love
okay.
it. And just to mention that,
because I look like a sprinkler system when I eat spicy.
You do
food.
actually. But they have like food truck invasions where they do once a month events. And we wanted to mention just a couple maybe.
Yeah.
Like Boca, they have them every Tuesday at 5 p.m. at the Sunset Cove Amphitheater. Wellington used to have them on Thursdays starting at 5 with music. I'm not sure they're still doing that. And Lake Clark Shores, where I live, used to have them. I wish they would start them back up again.
You got some messages on here. Anything we need to know?
Well, Pedro should be coming on.
Oh, I think he's on.
I think it's Jared.
No, is that Jared?
It's Jared.
Jared's early.
Jared's very early. Paragon's.
Wait a minute, hold on. Do we hear his voice?
No.
Uh-oh.
Are you on mute?
Are you on mute?
You're on mute, Jared. I see the mute button.
Hello. Hello.
Hey. Well, we have a new segment, and it's called Paragon's Monday Movie Minute with Jared Thomas.
Next time Jared comes on, he's going to be wearing sunglasses.
Like Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me on. I know I'm early, so you tell me when you want me to.
No, well,
give
you're
my
on,
good
so
review.
let's just do it. We were just talking about your restaurant,
I heard.
the arcade, the bowling alley. And so what movie are you going to review tonight?
Well, thank you for your review of our location. So we do appreciate that first. I thought that I would see a movie that was applicable to pretty much all ages, specifically maybe a little more adult, but I went to go see The Flash yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so DC Universe, a superhero movie like no other. It opened to about, I'll give you my quick rundown. It opened to about 55 million this past weekend, so it had a significant opening weekend. I think they were expecting a little higher.
That's still a lot, Jared.
Yeah. Had some stiff competition between Elemental, the new Pixar movie, Transformers, which had come out, and then we still had Little Mermaid and Spider-Man. So it's
How did Little Mermaid do?
Little Mermaid did well. I think it made about 11 million this past weekend, so it's still chugging along. She's still swimming.
Hey, Jared, guess what you have to do now?
Yes.
I forgot to tell you this. You're going to have, since you have your own segment on the show now every week, you're going to have to come up with a grading system.
I thought of that, and I do not have one, but I thought of that because I was like, every good film critic or reviewer has their 2 thumbs up or 4 Rotten Tomatoes or 4 good apples or stars.
Well, that's going to be up to you.
Well, I'll think about it for next time. For next Monday, I'll have something. But just to give your listeners a quick rundown, The Flash, and for you guys, and hopefully you guys will get to come see it at Paragon Theaters. It was a good movie. It was fun. It was a lot of action sequences. If you're a superhero fan, you would definitely, like to be watching this film. It follows Barry, who's the Flash. His name is Barry, and he kind of does some time traveling. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but it is neat because it brings together a bunch of the DC comic universe. So there's a Batman portion, there's a Supergirl, Superwoman, and I'm trying to think who else.
Who played Batman?
Actually, I was kind of geeking out because for my generation, Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was in it. Yeah, so which was pretty awesome. He was in for the bulk of the movie. Ben Affleck makes an appearance as the new Batman.
So it was an expensive movie to make.
Oh yeah, action sequences galore, and they did not disappoint. The story, I will say, the story is a little hard to follow because it diverges. There's a lot of time travel in it, so it's you got to really pay attention to what's going on because the Flash, A, he moves super quick, but B, he's also moving through time super quick. But it's a unique story. There's a good byline about his parents and avenging some stuff that happens to his family. And so there's some good touch points that, may tug at your heart a little, and there's some comedic points. I think I would probably say this skews older. I don't know if I'd be taking my 10-year-old to see it because it was a little, violent. There was a lot of action sequences and a lot of time traveling in space and a lot of interesting looking villains and stuff that they're up against. So, but all in all, I would say I would give it, if I had to rate it out of 10, just for now, not having a cool rating system, which now I will work on.
Which you will next week.
Exactly. I would say I would probably give it a 7 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask if you took your children.
You know what?
Yeah, on this one I didn't. It was debating whether Elemental or Flash, but then I kind of wanted it was since it was Father's Day. I kind of wanted the Flash. So.
Jared, we have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 people wanting to know if it's rated R. All of them.
I believe it's. Let me 2 seconds. I believe it's PG-13.
Good. Okay.
So, hold on one sec. I'll text you. I'll put it in the notes, but I'm almost positive it's PG-13. But there's definitely some funny parts that are some adult humor. I gotta say it is really neat. Like I said, the part that I was geeking out about. I'm not a huge superhero fan, but to get to see Michael Keaton from my days was kind of neat. So, and there's a special cameo that I won't ruin. That if you do some research online, you'll hear. But there's another Batman that may make a cameo. That's kind of another Bruce Wayne.
That's the hint.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah, a different one that you will all love. So.
I think I know, but I'm not going to say.
Look at our great producer, Rebels.
Yeah, it looks like the producer confirmed it is PG-13. But
I thought it was PG-13.
I did get to see it. I did get to see it in our Lux box. So please, everyone, come see it in our Lux box.
That's what we were going to say, that we have tickets to give away.
Yes.
So,
but I got to tell Jared something first. I waited for the show to tell him this. So since we started with you, we're getting some really great emails. But I got one a couple days ago, Jared, that is probably a premier compliment. So a family of 6 heard the show. They heard about the restaurant.
Okay.
And they went to the restaurant. Now, they made me promise not to say the name. There's an arcade restaurant that's been around for a long time.
Okay.
It's known for their arcade. He said the food at Paragon blows him away.
The one in
Oh,
Boca?
that's great. That's a good review. I like that review.
I'm not. I told him I wouldn't say the
Yeah,
name,
but I'm not.
but they've been around forever.
I have a
So-
suspicion I know what that
Boomers. Yeah,
No, it's
silly
not. I
Boomers.
can't say it.
I know, but
It's not Boomers though. It's even
okay.
bigger national place. I'll say this: it's by the airport.
well, that's Boomers.
No, not. I'm talking about Fort Lauderdale.
Oh.
But
Oh.
It's okay. We don't have to name names, but as
You
long
know
as
the
we get a
food.
good review, I am happy about that. So that's great.
But
to hear.
Chef Rob, what a great compliment, right?
Oh yeah.
We actually
Yeah, and
went
afterwards,
there-
after I know last week was the first time that we got to start working together, which was great, and we loved having you. They still talk about it at work, so they're looking forward to the next time.
We are getting so many emails.
Yeah.
People, first of all, they're talking about your Paragon is state of the art.
Mhm.
That's one of the things people love. And they love the bowling alley,
Bowling alley.
how state of the art it is. But they're all, which is really great, is talking about how great the food is.
Jared, we went there Saturday for dinner and
Oh,
saw
nice.
Chef when he was leaving. The food is so good.
Oh, nice.
And then I went and checked the arcade out and saw you had air hockey.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna have to have a game of air hockey one night.
Absolutely. I will
I'm
challenge you to that. That is one that and T-ball. Yeah.
This
I'm
is
good on
the-
the old school games, so that is I am good to work on that one. So yeah. But that's
It
all.
is.
That's I'm so glad that you were able to come back. That's great.
We're
So
going to
we-
get a lot of celebrities. There's a lot of celebrities here in town, and we're going to induce them by, come on, we're going to have a tournament of air hockey between us.
That would be funny, wouldn't
I
it?
agree. I think that's
That
awesome.
would be funny.
But I got to tell you, Sophia and I are such big fans. And I mean, the food helped a lot because it means you pay attention to every detail.
Well, what
Well,
I
that's good.
like about it is it's a good place for a family to go on the
Yes.
weekend.
Absolutely.
And especially with the weather that we're having lately, you don't want
Like
your
today.
screaming kids in your house, like driving you nuts. Just take them bowling, arcade, movie, dinner, all in one place.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And even for just anybody who wants to see a film or go bowling, you don't even need a family. It's a good,
Right.
it's a good date place. It's a good getaway
Yes.
escape from your kids when they're crazy.
Yeah.
It's a good camp place. We have our kids' summer movies and our summer special that started for bowling. So we have discounted bowling for kids. So we do definitely cater to families. But yeah, it's just a great place to escape the heat too when it's a really scorcher of a day outside when it's not raining.
So it's bowling Tuesdays or Wednesdays, $5.
It is $5 ticket Tuesdays, so those are for the movies, and then we
Oh.
just for the whole, and that's any show all day long on Tuesdays. All shows start at $5. There is a slight upcharge for IMAX as well as Luxbox and Access 15, so kind of just a small fee to kind of see it in a more premiere setting. And then on the bowling side, we have for the summer that just kicked off, and it's actually one of our most profitable or most well-known promotions that we run is it's called our kids summer fun pass, and it's $19 for bowling, shoes, and a $10 arcade card all wrapped into one. So you can occupy your kid in the bowling alley and you can hit it the movie theater. So which is good.
And it's really nice how Jared sits there and babysits the kids while mom and dad
Exactly.
go watching it. That's really nice.
That's the job. I'm the official babysitter VP of Paragon. So
My last compliment to Jared, I got to say this. So you never know who's watching or listening to our show. So they were on 2 weeks ago.
last week, was it?
Last week. I got
last week. They were
I got a call
on Monday
from one of the biggest national theaters.
Wow.
And we're not going to tell you who it is, doesn't matter. And they said, how do we get to do a show with you like that? And I got to tell you that Jared,
they don't.
No, but Jared was smart enough to know to jump on this right away.
Right.
This guy waits a week after the show, but I wanted to throw that in because some people get it and some don't, because this is like the perfect relationship, and it's only going to grow. And I'm so glad that Jared's going to do his weekly
Paragon Monday Movie Minute with Jared.
Yeah, there's a mouthful. That might. Listen, I'm a fan of alliteration. I'm in marketing, so anything that you can alliterate, I'm there. But that may be a mouthful. We may have to work on that one. But it is Monday, so like Monday, it worked.
We'll think of something.
Hey, get the pizza. Their pizza. You know, when you go to a movie theater, you go to a Heat game and get a pizza there.
Oh, they're horrible.
It's like cardboard.
Yeah.
They make everything in-house for the restaurant. And I ordered the pizza. I loved it so much from the week before. Out of this world.
I did too. Mushroom, green pepper, and olives.
That's right.
I had a veggie pizza.
But all the food is so good. It's worth, just go there for the food if you're not going to the movies.
Absolutely.
So, Rebel, can you put the number up to call in for tickets? And also, if you want to win tickets to Paragon Theater, you can either call this number right now or go to our website, www.eatandcritiquetvshow.com. The "and" is spelled out. And just send us an email and we will mail your tickets to you.
And don't go in there tired or you will fall asleep in those chairs.
Well,
good point. Very good point.
They are, but also you cannot use these tickets for the first showing.
Right, that's true.
So
there are some restrictions. There's some restrictions that just for the first week or two sometimes.
You'd have to have a white American car. I mean, nothing big deal at all.
No, the American Express.
Right.
Okay, we will see you next week, bro.
Thank
Well, it
you,
was nice
Jared.
seeing you guys. Thank you so much for
too.
having me. And I got to come up with a closing statement, and I have to come up with a rating. So now I have big
And a
shoes.
rating
Don't do your homework.
I could be like, and that's all, folks. Right? I have to have a good sign off. So anyway,
he's gonna ask for a raise now.
Bye, Jared.
Bye,
Jared.
Thank you.
take care. Bye bye.
Bye. You know what?
Right.
We were trying to come up with a rating system. Did we
I know.
agree
Yeah.
to the category 5 if it was outstanding? Because if it was, their food is a category 5 at the theater.
Yeah,
It really is.
I got to tell you, I was shocked.
I was shocked too. I was thinking it was going to be like the one in Boca.
I'm going to tell people something because we're restaurant critics. We tell them about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's do the bad.
Okay.
Do not. Oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this.
Uh-oh.
Do not go next door to the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the Batch.
Oh, wait.
Unless you want root beer. If you
Oh,
like root beer, they got the greatest root beer there is.
or maybe if you want burned food.
Yeah, right. No, but it's just, don't waste your money there. Go over to, what's the restaurant? They actually have a name
I know.
for the restaurant at Paragon.
I feel funny. I don't remember the name, but everybody, I think, mistakes Batch for part
right.
of Paragon
Because they're right
it's
next to each other.
But the restaurant is actually attached to the theater and bowling alley. So if you go into the bowling alley, the restaurant's right there. What was the name of the restaurant? Sorry, I forgot. But it's attached to the theater.
Yeah. So don't waste your money at the Batch. Go next door to the restaurant at Paragon. They've got an extensive menu.
Very, very. vegan burgers were so
Oh my God, I
good.
couldn't believe that. You could not tell it was plant-based.
No, I love vegan burgers, and that was the best one I've had. They have everything there. They have salads, appetizers, full dinners, pizzas.
One more time,
really
if you'd like to
good.
win tickets to tickets for two, and if you have a child you'd like to take with you, maybe we'll be nice people and throw in an extra ticket. Just go to our website, eatandcritiquetvshow.com.
Or
say we'd
call
like
in.
or call in. Very good.
Or call Steve, 954-336-3767.
That's if you want to text us.
Yeah.
So I got to tell people another new segment we're adding to the.
Oh, no.
Why do you do that? So, sometimes we get so many people requesting, I'm going to take my wife out or my girlfriend, or I guess my boyfriend, and where's a good place to go dine? So we're adding another new segment so why are you laughing? Sophia's going to do, each week, she's going to give you a very romantic restaurant to go to, and she'll do a review of the restaurant. So it'll give you some ideas
for the weekend or anniversary, birthday, any special.
You want to get out of trouble. I don't have to worry about it. I don't ever have to worry about that. So who are you? What restaurant? I mean, I know
Did Pedro come on yet?
No, where is Pedro? We don't know.
Okay. Well,
what time is he supposed to come on?
Now.
6:30.
Okay.
Oh, it's 6:35.
Yeah, he's not here yet.
Not here yet.
Okay.
I got a nail in his other tire.
Oh, wasn't that sad? He didn't make it last week because he had a nail in his tire. So we're going to call it Sophia's Choice, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What about that? And this
kind of like Sophie's Choice.
Yeah, but I like Sophia better than
Too.
Sophie. But the romantic choice of my evening tonight would be Angles in the old spa.
Ooh. Angles?
Angles.
What kind of food?
They have steaks. Mostly steak. It's at the old Palm Beach Resort and Spa. I'm going to give the address. 100 South Ocean Boulevard in Manalapan. I have actually been there before. The food is fantastic, and the wine list is very extensive. They have a very fine wine list there.
So
and the ambiance, it's on the ocean. The restaurant's not on the ocean, but it's the old spa. So you can go into the lobby where you can see the ocean, and they have a piano bar there.
Nice.
So every Tuesday to Saturday from 5:30 to 9:30, there's a live piano by Chad Michaels, and it's in the main dining room. And on Thursdays to Saturdays, it's 5:30 to 10:30. It's a really romantic spot to go.
Would it get somebody out of trouble?
It would get somebody, if they took me there, possibly out of trouble with some few extra like roses and different other things to go with it. But no, I love that restaurant. It's beautiful inside.
Angles?
It's called Angles. Angle. Angle in the O Resort Beach Restaurant on Manalapan. Right next to what's John's restaurant called? I just forgot.
Oh, good.
It's right there on 100 South Ocean Boulevard, Manalapan. And it used to be the Old Ritz Theater or Old Ritz Hotel, and now it's called the O Palm Beach Resort and Spa. But they actually have a spa there too. So
nice.
Maybe you could
rent. But the food is good. Yeah.
The food is excellent. They have several restaurants, but this one to me would be the most romantic one there. They have an outdoor restaurant that does face the ocean. Just get a room, take her to dinner, go to the spa, and you're out of trouble.
How are the prices there?
It's expensive.
Well, I mean, everything's expensive now.
It's expensive.
I mean, do you have
It's
to
a
sell?
5-star restaurant.
Do you have to take a second mortgage out on your house?
Third one. Maybe.
Third one?
No, I'm just kidding. But it's a very beautiful restaurant.
So let's recap. Oh, by the way, another great restaurant to take somebody to. Incontro. Incontro sponsors our show. Without them, there is no us. And Pedro this is an Italian cuisine and steakhouse. The menu, it's not real extensive, but everything on there is out of this world.
It's delicious. They make everything there too.
The service. You know, I really look at service. Oh my God, but the restaurant, it's over in Coral Springs. It's on the walk on University. And I guess the best way to find it, it's right across from BurgerFi. This restaurant, it's called Incontro. We have literally sent hundreds of people to Incontro. We have not had one person say, well, it was just okay.
Right.
People love
it.
Incontro. In fact, you know what?
We have gift certificates.
You know what? We've got two $25 gift certificates.
We have actually more. Let's give all of them away. Well, let's do 3.
Give away 3 $25 gift certificates. Let's see. Do we have the phone number up there still?
No, I know.
Let's put the phone number so we can read it out too. And what we'll do is the first 3 callers to call in, we'll get a $25 gift certificate to Incontro.
And we'll throw in a movie ticket because the movie theater's right around the corner.
Right down the street.
The one in Coral
Springs. That is really nice of you.
So
we're going to give each person for the first 3, we're going to give a $25 gift certificate to Incontro. And then you go to the movies right down the street and we're going to give free tickets, general admission tickets. We'll give 3 sets of those away. So
3 sets. We'll give 2 movie tickets to
what
one
a
restaurant.
Deal.
Dinner and a movie.
Okay, so
actually Incontro's another one that you can say is a romantic kind of choice because Pedro makes you feel like you're very special.
Yeah, it's like it's his house. So what's the number at the station? Is 561. Let me see if we can get our favorite producer to help us. I never remember the number.
I don't
for the
either,
station. No, it's 561. I'm sure it'll be coming up.
Here it is. Go to www.eatandcritiquetvshow.com. Send us your address so I know where to mail it to.
Yeah.
Or text Steve at 954-336-3767.
You know, people will go, well, I never win anything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, here's
the number, 561-623-9429. Call the station and give your name, your address.
Let's put them on the air too.
Yeah, we'll put you on air. Do we have time? Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. So here's the deal. You're going to get a $25 gift certificate to Incontro in Coral Springs. And then we're going to give you a pair of tickets to the movies at the new Paragon Theater in Coral Springs. Beautiful theater. You can get drinks there. They'll even butter each kernel of popcorn for you. It might be a little bit extra, but now we'll give you 2 tickets, and all you got to do is call 561-623-9429. First 3 callers to call. Pretty cool, huh?
I think
that was
so.
a great idea, Sophia. Sophia's choice.
I'll come up with a different name for that.
Yeah, we're working on having our show at Paragon every week. We'll know this coming week for sure.
Well, we have a meeting Wednesday with a very, very high-end restaurant too.
Oh, that's right.
In the gardens, Palm Beach Gardens. We'll see what happens there.
And we're working on some celebrities that want to come on our show. It's funny because one of the people we're waiting on is Ice. I keep wanting to say you're right. What is it?
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Baby ice.
He was on last night. Rob was on Family Feud. And with his brother and his sister and I guess girlfriend, but Rob needs to practice. He'd do real well. But he's really a good guy, though.
He's a very nice person. Very nice.
I think he's opening up a bar in town.
He's opening up a brewery in Lake Worth on the beach, but I don't know what happened. There's lots of codes and permits, and so it's kind of backed up a little, and he's been traveling a lot, so it's been a little difficult to try to arrange a day with him on a Monday. We might have to pre-record with him.
We're also waiting to hear from Chad Palminteri, and I don't know, I'm sure there's a lot of our viewers and listeners have dined at the Forge. Remember the Forge in Miami? This beautiful, beautiful restaurant that it's been around forever. All the celebrities who would come to town go there. That's the first place they go to. And we met the owner, and he's really big with A Wish with Wings. Mm-hmm. So we're working on something now where they're going to be reopening. It looks like it's March of next year. They're remodeling the restaurant, but we're trying to put together something that would include A Wish with Wings, with the Forge, and they know all the celebrities. So I told them in my letter that we want to get Pitbull on first.
I want Pitbull because he has that restaurant in Miami.
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather have Jimmy Buckets Butler?
Jimmy, he's my all-time favorite. We did try to get him. I don't give up though. So anyway, we only have a couple minutes left. I think there's 3 minutes left to the show.
Yeah, but as you can tell your friends about the show, go to our website. Our website is eatandcritiquetvshow.com. Put on there, like, and share it. Share the website. How long have we been up now, our website?
Since February.
And we've got almost 1,700 people already who've gone to our website. I got to say this, that Sophia's Choice is the one who did it. She did the entire website. It's got pictures, it's got dishes, it's got restaurants. It is amazing.
Yeah, and she deleted all the podcasts. I have to reload
That's not a big deal.
But we have video on there of our shows, some of the shows.
We got a lot of shows on there.
And if you go to YouTube, you can catch all our shows on YouTube.
Yeah. Just go to Eat and Critique TV shows, and all of our shows are up there if you missed part of the show. But please tell your friends about our show. Put on their like and share, and we'll get those numbers up, and we can do even a lot more things if possible. What else? Did we get everything in?
I think we did everything. Just check out that one food truck, actually, that's on Lake Worth, the Tacos Al Cabon. Good luck finding parking.
Yeah, really.
The place is packed even at midnight, but it is very, very good.
Yeah, they have great food, and they also give Spanish lessons too while you're waiting.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I can tell you, we love doing the show for you, and it's only going to get better. Again, tell your friends about it. Go to our website, Eat and go spell and out, Critique TV Show.
.com.
How do you spell TV? Okay, she's giving me looks. TVshow.com, and tell us what you think of the show. We'll see you next Monday with more Eat and the Critique. I'm Sophia, and she's Steve-O.
Thank you for listening tonight. We'll see you next week. Have a good week.
Thank you, Rebel.
Thank you, Rebel.
You've been listening to the Eat and Critique Show with your hosts, award-winning restaurant critics, Steve-O and Sophia, brought to you by Incontro Italian Cuisine and Steakhouse, located in Coral Springs on the Walk. Be sure to join us again next week as Steve-O and Sophia interview top local restaurant owners and chefs. Steve-O and Sophia are known for their pure honesty when it comes to reviewing local restaurants. See you next week.
Mm-hmm.